Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching It Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you guys so very much for joining me today. Today, my friends, is Crochet and Tell. So this is where you guys send in your makes throughout the month. They don't have to be crochet. I know that that's what the title says. It can be whatever you like. So you guys send in your makes and I showcase them on here. You guys give a little description, maybe the pattern, yarn, you know, whatever paint you used, whatever your project may be. A little brief description, and we discuss it on here and show everyone's photos. I mention that a lot. It's one of my very favorites, and every single time I add new things to my wish list, and here we are once again. So it happened. Currently, I know this is gonna sound crazy to some of you that do not care. Currently, we are packing, doing all the things. As everyone knows, it's all pretty bare behind me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pack this stuff up too, just because I don't know, I can't decide. But anywho, but yeah, in between all of those things, the Johnny Depp verdict came out today, and it's gonna be out like 20 minutes, and so I'm just kind of killing time, to be quite honest. I said yesterday that I was hoping to get this out. Well, yesterday, that was the plan, and I didn't do that. So working on it today. Fingers crossed, everyone. Fingers crossed. So yeah, that's where we are on that. Patiently awaiting the end result or whatever, I guess. So packing some things, getting some things together. Yeah. I've mentioned everyone is kind of, well, the boys are sick and feeling yucky. Miss B kind of woke up with a sore throat, so that's not a good sign. And she had a little bit of one yesterday. So, I don't know, we're all trying to hang in there. I was really hoping we were going to be able to go and do some other things at the house today. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Nothing else. Just, I guess the hubby and I will go. I don't know. But anyway, that really has nothing to do with anything. Just a lot on my plate, I guess. But anywho, okay. All just completely rambling. I mean, like I said, if you guys have been here, then you know. So, all right, there it is. So, without further ado, because my goodness, my friends and their beautiful Crochet and Tell items. Okay, these are from my beautiful friend Angela. She sent these in just to kind of show me, I think, but I feel like I should share them with you. So this is our knit headband. It's so pretty. I love it. So yeah, we were just chatting and she sent me her makes. So here you are, y'all. So I love them. Little peppermint looking pinwheel things. I don't know if those are for Christmas. I'm not sure. I do know, however, these things at the bottom are for our spring flowers blanket, which was fun. Still happening if y'all want to get in on that. Okay, this is from my beautiful Shirley. She made this blanket using Premier Color Fusion DK 100% acrylic. It's a 3 light. She used 5 balls and her 4.5mm hook. She said that's very soft and cozy, and the color is Neapolitan, and she used the shell stitch. So very pretty. Okay, she made this shawl. Y'all may recognize a couple of her makes. I'm just saying, she donates. So she made this shawl using I Love This Yarn Metallic in the colorway Lavender Sparkle with her 5mm hook, and the pattern is by Bag A Day. It's one of her new patterns. So yes, there are a couple things that may look familiar. Just saying, just saying. It's beautiful. It's even prettier in person. Alright, so beautiful Miss Katie made this turtle with her 4.5mm hook and like 5 different colors of big twist, she says. Too cute. I love him. Super adorable. Okay, so this sunflower pillow she made with Big Twist and Red Heart and her 4.5mm hook. This is the pillow before she made the insert. But it's beautiful. I love the squares. So cool. I love a good sunflower. Okay, this baby turtle was made using her 4mm hook in 3 different colors of Big Twist. Excuse me. So very cute. Okay, Miss Shirley. This shawl also may look familiar, just saying, was made using Lion Brand ice cream yarn in the color watermelon or watermelon, whatever you're into. She used her 5.5mm hook, and the pattern is one of Fiber Spider's newest patterns. Very, very pretty. I like to watch Fiber Spider's tutorials. I like watching him teach. Made several things. Okay. This is from beautiful Miss Marilyn. It's her super cool corner to corner cat blanket. It's a free pattern from Evelyn and Peter. She says it's called the Covered in Cats. She used her 6mm hook, and the cats were made using Red Heart Roll With It tweed in the colorway crayons, and the black is Craft Smart. This striped blanket is a pattern from Crochet World called Almost Preppy Plaid. She used her 5mm hook and Red Heart and Bernat yarn. So neat. I love both of those. I love the cat too. That's so cool. Very cool. Okay, so she is very proud of her top. I think it's so pretty. She said that she did not have a pattern, and it's knit in the round from the bottom up, and when she got to the armhole, she separated it with 2 needles and knit back and forth until it was big enough, and then she sewed the top together. She used her 6mm knitting needles, Lion Brand Touch of Cashmere in the colorway Full Gray. So cool. Beautiful Miss Kathy. This is a tutorial by Bag a Day. It's her Easy Shell shawl. She used 2 sweet roll DK cakes in the colorway Kaleidoscope and an F hook. I love the colors in that. Okay, this is beautiful Miss Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches pattern from Premiere Week, and Miss Kathy used 4 Premiere sweet rolls in the color Sugar Plum, and the trim is Mainstays 4-way anti-pilling, and she used her J hook. So cool. This is her temperature blanket as of May 18th. She does a row a day with half double crochet, and she says slowly it's getting warmer. Yay. Yay for summertime, just saying. I'm one of those. I like summertime. Okay, beautiful Miss Shirley. This is her first toddler dress and bolero. She says that this is Bag a Day's pattern, sort of. The dress was made using Karen Latte cakes in the color Peach Blossom. The bolero was made using Lion Brand Kobo yarn in the color Lichen. She says that she used her 5.5mm hook for both. The silk flower is a clip-on from Walmart, and the model is a Tenderheart Care Bear. So it's adorable. I had to show Miss B this one. It's a good Care Bear moment. We dig that around here, just saying. Okay, so Miss Katie had her first sewing lesson. High five, by the way. And she made pillows. They're made from cotton remnants from Joanne, and you did a fantastic job. I love them. They're so very cool. So for real, high five. Okay, this is her turtle. It was made using a 5mm hook and Red Heart in orange and gold and Big Twist in sparkle red. Her hubby and her named him Sheldon for the time being. He is for her neighbor's daughter. I think Sheldon is the perfect name for any turtle. I love that. Good pun. It's a fun time. Okay, Miss Kathy made this with superwash fine merino that she bought at her favorite local yarn store. She said it reminds her of pansies. She used her 3mm hook and an old pattern ripped out of a magazine, which I appreciate very much. That is so pretty. I get the pansies feel for sure. That is beautiful. Okay, beautiful Deb. She made this blanket using ice cream roving in the color Sweetheart and her K-hook. The pattern is Bag a Days, and it's a new kid on the block. The border is Blossom Crochet, and she made it for the Linus project, which I'm just going to say warms my heart. That's amazing. The bucket hats are for her granddaughters. This is her first time doing color work. You did awesome. These were made using I Love This yarn in Royal and Hot Pink. So cool. Okay, this dishcloth was made using a cotton tweed yarn from Hobie and a scrap pattern from the Hobie website. All about that. I've been making dishcloths, so added to the wish list. I'm gonna have to go see. Okay, I love this. Stitch markers are from Rose Likes Crochet, and she said that they just cracked her up, and they gave me a good giggle because I say this phrase a lot. I feel like the only issue is when you realize that it in fact is your circus and they are your monkeys, but for the most part it's not your circus, not your monkeys. It's one of my favorite sayings. I have another one that's not my pasture, not my whatever, but bull stuff. Alright, so this scarf was made using Premier Sweet Rolls and Dragon Fruits and she used Tunisian Simple Stitch, and it matches the hat that she made last month, which I think is so very cool. Beautiful. Miss Katie finished her Totoro from the TV show. This is a free pattern, and she used an unknown worsted gray and big twist white and black in her 4mm hook. Very cool. So yes, Not My Circus, Not My Monkeys is one of my favorites. It's a good one. Okay, Miss Janet. I showed some beautiful yarn the other day, her new to me yarn in a Hobby Lobby video, and Janet mentioned that she made this blanket with that same yarn. I love it so much. So the yarn is named Nova Scotian Sky, but this is her Nova Scotian Ocean blanket. I dig it a whole lot. Okay, Miss Katie, this is her summer boho lampion that she made using her 4.5 hook in 3 shades of blue and green in big twist worsted. So very cool. Okay, Miss Mary, this is one of her whips using leftover yarn from donated hats and scarves. She says that she loves corner to corner crochet. Me too, sweet Mary. She says that when she is finished, she hopes that it will cover the back of her sofa. I love the colors. Y'all hear that bird? Okay, Katie, again, this made me giggle. She said this in her last email that the lampion that she made was like her last make for May. Then she sent me this and said that she fibbed. So this is her second boho summer one, and she made it with red heart ombre. She isn't sure of the colorway. She used her 4mm hook. I am loving these, and I need to make some for myself. Just saying. All right, my beautiful friend Amy also gave me another giggle. So she sent me these photos and said that she was mad at herself because she crocheted a beach/sea turtle for a gift and forgot to take a picture of it. So she said just to use your imagination. So which made me laugh. Yeah, so you just picture it. I'm sure it was gorgeous, along with her beautiful watermelon bag. That was so cool. And her shrug, just oh my goodness. And her beautiful bags that are coming up. I love these so much. Just high five. I'm telling you guys. That bird is freaking out. Not sure what the deal is. Just listen to that while we check out Amy's beautiful purses. I love these. Little koala bear and the little, like the granny square one with like the, it looks spiral, but it's not. I like that a lot. Like the blocking. It's not really blocking. Y'all know what I mean. It's cool. I like it. I like this purse a lot too. This is really pretty. She does such beautiful work on her bags. My goodness. She's made me one. I use it as my purse. I love it a whole lot. So, she's awesome. This one, oh no, not this one. This one I like a whole lot. I like the squares. There's one at the end I'm pretty sure I showed last month and I couldn't remember if I did, so we'll check it out. Either way, but yeah, I love this though. Oh, it's so cool. I love the glitter in it. It's so pretty. So I love this blue with like the kind of tweed yarn. That is so cool. What's that say? It says at the bottom. I can't read it because my thingy. I'll go back and check that out because yeah, I like that yarn. That's so pretty. I'm asking y'all what's it say, like you guys are gonna answer me. Anyway, yeah, this is the yarn that my bag that she made for me is made out of, and then she also made this one, and I love them. Okay, beautiful Miss Suzanne. This is her ripple blanket. It is 6 feet by 4 feet 4 inches. She used her eye hook, mainstay purple, red heart jumbo, and polo stripe, parrot stripe, and favorite stripes. I absolutely love how this turned out. Like, love this. This is her rice stitch blanket that she has just started. She is using her eye hook and her Karen cake in the color Funfetti. Done like some good Funfetti. So cool. We had to try. I think I've tried a rice stitch. I don't know. I like this. Good job, everyone. So, like I said, every single time my wish list, and it's so good. There's so many super cool things. I loved all the sea turtles. That was fun, and even some that we didn't get to see. The thought of sea turtles and sea turtle things. That was very cool. I don't know if it's the summer thing or what exactly, but everyone was very into sea turtles, which made me very happy because they're all so very cute. Yeah, so I love this. It's so fun, and just, I mean, y'all are so talented. My goodness gracious. So, yes, that's where we are on that. I guess Crochet and Tell, like I said, within the month, because it is officially June 1st, y'all. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Breathe, right? Just breathe. Anyway, officially June 1st, so we have this long to do a whole lot of things. But I'm still going to make Crochet and Tell for next month, so if you guys want to still go ahead and continue to send your makes in, please feel free. That's definitely still going to happen because everyone seems to really like these, and I like them as well. So if you would like to, please send your makes in. Once again, thank you guys so very much, all of you who did send your makes in. I appreciate you all. I should have done this before, but I apologize if I look whatever. Ramshackled is the term that comes to mind. I'm not even sure that remotely makes sense, but that's the term that comes to mind. Yeah, like I said, I have 2, possibly 3 sick kiddos. I have been doing way too much, and I know a lot of you told me yesterday even, like, stop it. Just take breaths, take, breaks, breathe, all those things. And so I'm trying, but I mean, also it's a lot to do in just a tiny bit of time. So I'm just really ready to be over there and be settled. It sounds like a little slice of heaven right now. Like, it just does. So yeah, that's the goal currently. Because like I said, everyone is, well, honestly, everyone's sick that's here. Like, my hubby, still has things he has to do. He comes back and helps, and he's working over there also, don't get me wrong. And yeah, the boys are sick. Like, Miss B's feeling whatever. I don't get out of bed much, so like the little bit of whatever that I have been doing has been just wearing me down. So I'm just like ugh. So I apologize if I look crummy. Also, I know that many of you are going to tell me to stop making these videos and to go just chill out in between, but so thank you guys. So yeah, but we have the house to where we can pretty much just go in a room, pick the things up. They're either in boxes, except for like this right here. Seriously, the only thing, I think that's part of the reason it's kind of making me crazy. So all the bag for it is right here. All I have to do is just scoop it up in the bag, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. There are things that are riding in the car with us, stuff like that, but also we kind of need something to look at. So my sweet friend Rebecca, the painting that her sister made whenever I very first started this channel, thank you again to Rebecca and her beautiful sister. Beautiful Rebecca and her sister. Both y'all are amazing. But yeah, so we needed something to look at, you know what I mean? But otherwise, everything is pretty much to the point where we can just like pick up, put it on the truck, move it. So that's a good thing. Honestly, everything's pretty much like, you know, to that point. There are like, you know, the shop and other things like that that we need to move. It's like some, you know, tools and things like that. There is a piano from like the 1800s that's out there that needs to be moved. We have a piano in here that's one of my most prized possessions. And so those have to be, I mean, you know, stuff like that. They're just like big things, but also the same thing. You can just pick it up and move it. And so we're to that point. I'm ready to be on the other side of it though. I'm ready for like a good 4th of July celebration and just like boxes everywhere and not being able to move through the house. And that's totally okay, but we're there and there are fireworks and we can just breathe. It's going to be a really cool time. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But anywho, so yeah, I'm just rambling. I don't know why. It's just, it is what it is. Y'all, I don't know why I apologize or say something about that every time. You guys know that that's what it's going to be. It's just going to take a turn somewhere and go down this other street that you weren't expecting. And there are all these bridges and rivers and stuff. And all of a sudden, rambles. So we all knew it was coming. Thanks for putting up with it. Okay. So once again, I thank you guys and I appreciate you so very much for sending in your amazingness with your hooks and your needles. I appreciate you guys so very much. I'm digging Crochet and Tell. It's a lot of fun. So yes, if you guys still want to send something in, feel free. Still happening. It may just be a voiceover, but it's still happening. So please send your items in if you would like to. No pressure channel. All right, cool. So I thank you guys so very much for watching Crochet and Tell. I thank you for listening to the random ramblings in the middle. It is what it is. I hope you all have a wonderfully, wonderfully blessed day. Please stay safe. And I will talk to you guys soon.